eastern region of Africa. Life is just calm. The basic needs available in their abundance: food, water, and shelter are the least they worry about. Green is the dominant vegetation color in the region, with the grasses plenty enough for their livestock. Rainfall are the only normal the natives know. To them, drought is never a word in their vocabulary. All courtesy of the largest inland fishing lake in the universe, with the water plenty enough to supply the surrounding demography, the Great Lake Victoria. It covers a surface area of 68,800 square kilometers of Central East Africa, with its shoreline extending among 3 countries: Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. Tanzania has the largest share of 51% of the entire shoreline, Kenya having 6% and Uganda having 43% of the entire shoreline. The lake's maximum volume is 2,760 cubic kilometers of water, with a maximum depth of 80 meters. The lake receives water from River Kagera, River Katonga, River Siu, River Yala, River Sondu, and River Mara, with its outlet being River Nile, making it a freshwater lake ideal for both domestic and industrial consumption. The lake has greatly impacted on its environs, extending an area of 195,000 square kilometers beyond its shoreline. These areas receiving similar impact of the lake being known as the Lake Region. They are characterized by 2 seasons of adequate rainfall, with very short dry seasons on an annual basis. This makes it favorable and conducive for people and population around to consider farming as an economic activity. Planting are scheduled during the rainy seasons to enable maturity and harvesting of the produce during the coming short dry season. The lake has also directly supported more than 200,000 lives within the region by fishing on its waters, making fishing the main economic activity in the region. Some are employed in the craft industries around the lake, where boats are built and nets are wove to facilitate fishing in the region. The lake also provides very cheap means of transport, very convenient for the region, mainly consisted of low-income earners living in less than $1 a day: the water transport. With this, they can move to any of the 3 countries with lots of ease, since water transport is a very pocket-friendly means of transport. Through River Nile, the lake produces up to 320 megawatts of electricity at Jinja town, located in Uganda, that supplies most of the region with electric power for domestic and industrial consumption. The lake inhabits over 300 species of fish, with the Nile perch, Nile tilapia, and daga being the main species caught in the waters. It produces up to 500,000 tons of fish, earning a revenue of up to $600 million of revenue in an annual basis. These and other more such activities support up to 4.5 million family members of those directly engaged in fishing in the waters. This makes the lake the most important means of survival in the region. To them, these activities makes them feel like a fish in water. They would rather die than walk away from what have ever since been part of them. The lake, however, faces challenges that have ever since reduced its productivity and the essence it provides to its environs, among them being the deforestation in various forests in the region due to human activities, leading to prolonged dry seasons. These have increased the rate of evaporation of the lake waters to 120 cubic kilometers of water every year from the lake surface. The water levels in the region have greatly reduced, causing tremendous effects, including reduced electricity production in hydroelectric power stations in the region. The reduced water levels have also affected water transport on the lake, since its compatibility to larger ships diminished day by day. The towns and industries in the region are also in a dilemma due to reduced water supply. The lake is also under attack by green flowering plants, with the waxy leaves floating on the surface of its waters, the water hyacinth. Today, It has covered a very large area of the lake waters, majorly being along the beaches and transport routes. The plant has greatly crippled the activities in the lake, including transport and fishing, since they harbor dangerous animals such as hippopotamus and water snakes that pose very big threat to human life. They are also mobile and move with the direction of wind. By these, they sometimes trap fishermen and water transport vessels in the middle of the waters. These have greatly turned sweeter fruits to bitter, happiness to sorrow, and smiles to cries on the faces of families whose livelihood purely depend on the lake as their only source of daily bread.